Welcome to the virtual English class. How are you today? Are you fine? I hope you are fine. Today we are going to practice speaking. The lesson is from your grade 4 English book from Unit 7. Are you ready, students? Okay, let's start today's lesson. Let's first start by talking about what's your plan for tomorrow, or what are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to play? Are you going to visit your friends? Yes, you have many such plans, right? We are going to have conversation practice about such plans today. Okay? Let me show you the picture of our lesson. This is the book. This is the page number 47 of your book. Do you have this book? Please open your book on page number 47 and have a look at this page. And we have here Unit 7, a clever little girl and an ogre. This is the unit name. And we have exercise 1 and 2 for today's lesson. And we have a story about an ogre and the little girl. Okay, in our next lesson. But today we are going to practice speaking. Are you ready to speak? Okay, let's start. Let's have a conversation. Before that, I would like you to see what we need to learn or what we have learned before. Okay? We need to use certain tense for talking about different time. In our previous lesson, do you remember that? We talked about previous day or yesterday. And that's we call past tense. Do you remember that? What was the verb like? What were the verbs like? You talked about yesterday. And what was the question? How did you ask? What did you do yesterday? That was the question, right? And you said, I ate rice, I played with my friends, I drew pictures, I did homeworks, and so on. That is about past tense. And past tense is used for, again, storytelling. Now, we are also going to read a story in our next lesson that is about an ogre. Yes? And in a story, what do? We say, once upon a time, there was a girl, and there is was. The verb is was. The verb was means past tense. Okay? The things that happened earlier. Yes, students, we use present tense for telling the truth. Truth means the things which we cannot say, it's not possible. Okay, for example, the sun rises in the east. That's universal truth. We use present tense for that. And habits, we have lots of daily habits. We do a lot of everyday activities like washing hands, cleaning our rooms, and we also go to play outside with our friends every day. So these are the habits. You sing songs with your friends. That is your habit. When you talk about your habits, you use present tense. And plans. We are going to talk about plans today. Talking about plans, future plans. So present tense as well can be used for making plans. For example, my friend is coming tomorrow. Or I am going to Pokhara tomorrow. Okay? These are the present sentences. We can use these sentence or this tense for planning as well. And we talk about some happening things. Something like, for example, I'm speaking, you are watching. These are happening things. These are called present tense. And let's focus on future tense. Now, we are going to focus in this lesson on the tense that is future tense. With the future tense, we plan or we predict or we make decisions. Right, students? Is it clear? With future tense, what do? We make plans. For example, I will go to Pokhara tomorrow. I'm going to Pokhara tomorrow. I'm going to play football with my friends. I will play football with my friends. These are structures for making plans. Let me write some examples to you with future tense. Okay, this is our focus, but we can also use present, as I said earlier. For future tense, we can say, I will go to a fun park tomorrow. Okay, this can be one sentence. You can say, I will visit my friends next week, or you can say, I am going to write a tomorrow. Okay, these are the sentences talking about future plan or future activity you are not doing right now, or you haven't done it and you want to do it in your coming days. Okay, I'll explain more what is future and what is plan. Do you know what is plan? Plan is the thing that you want to do in the coming days, right? Let me show you what is talking about future plans. Okay, future plans means talking or telling about something you want to do in your future or coming days. Future means coming days, which is coming, or next, or weeks, or months, or years, which is coming. Okay? Yes, for example, tomorrow is coming, right? And this afternoon, or coming Sunday, this weekend, next week, next month, next year, in 2030, these are the times which is coming, right? And so we call them future time, okay? So with the sentence future structure of the future tense, we use these time adverbs or time words. All right, students? Is it clear to you? Okay, please try to use these time adverbs or time words in your sentence, in your planning or in your future sentence. All right? Okay, that's great. Now let me show you here what is the grammar. You have to, understand future means there is a verb like will and a verb like infinitive, that is we also call verb 1. Do you know verb 1 or infinitive, verb infinitive? Yes, that is the first form of the verb and that is not changed according to other times. Okay, another one is going to plus verb 1 or verb infinitive. And another one is am, are, doing or coming or verb ing and object. For example, I am doing my homework. That is another way of talking about your future plans. Okay, these are the three things that you have to understand, you have to practice speaking, you have to remember when you are talking about your plans. Can you try? Can you practice? Can you use them in your coming conversation with your friends? Okay, please use them, right? All right, let's move to the next, some examples I'm going to provide to you here, talking about future plans. This is our topic, dear students. Now you have to remember, or you have to, produce some more examples about how to make future plans. As we have already talked about the structure, as we have already talked about the tense, remember will plus verb 1, going to plus, that verb infinitive, and am, are plus verb ing, or you can say present continuous tense if you know tense. All right, students, let's see how we can talk in English for making plans. Let's see. There are two girls like you. They are talking about future plans. Can you read this? Can you read on your screen? What are they saying? Yes, one is saying, I'm going to a wedding party. Will you come with me? This is the structure that we are going to have a practice for conversation. Okay? Another one. And what is the question? The question can be, what are you doing tomorrow? Okay? When I read, I can say, what are you? But when you are speaking, how to speak? There is a little difference in reading and speaking. You have to sound more fluent, okay, to develop your skill. Like, you can see contracted forms here. You have to be careful with this for reading. You can say, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Not, what are you doing tomorrow? You have to say, what are you doing tomorrow? And this one is not I am. This is I'm going to a wedding party. Will you come with me? So when you're speaking, you have to use contracted forms. For example, what's your name? Not what is your name? And who is your friend? Not who is your friend. So for your fluency, you can say either, but when you want to speak fluently, you have to use contracted form, and you have to read it carefully with these contracted forms. All right, students? Contracted forms, do you understand this one? Contracted forms are the combination of two words, and that has some hidden letters inside. You have to understand according to the sentence. Okay? Here, A is hidden here. Okay? All right, let's move to the next slide. Here, talking about future activity, one more example here. We can talk about future activity in which tenses? Can we use future, future tense or present tense or past tense? Which tense do we use? We cannot use past tense for future planning or activity, right? Because past is past, already finished work. And future means we haven't done that thing yet. We are intending to do that. We are planning to do that. All right, students? Okay, then we are using future and present tense. Let's look at which are the words that show them future and present tense. This is will. This one is going to, is, am, doing, and comes tomorrow or the next week or next month. You can use any of the future time word. Here, will and going to exactly tells about future tense. All right, students? And is, am, doing, and comes tomorrow are the verbs representing or relating to present tenses. Okay? So these both tense can be used for talking about future activity. All right, students? Let me show you some examples like, I will meet my friends tomorrow. Look here. Will plus verb infinitive here. I will meet my friends tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, next one. I am going to meet my friends tomorrow. You can say, instead of will meet, you can also say, I am going to meet. Okay, this is also again future tense. Another one, I am meeting my friends tomorrow. The structure here, the sentence is in present continuous form, but this is also, talking about future. You can use, as I said, we have already talked about that. We can use present continuous tense for talking about future plans. For example, let's see this. I'm meeting my friends tomorrow. Is it clear, students? Okay, then let's move to the next one. We can use simple present tense also for talking about future time or future activity. Can you read this? Can you read the last sentence? Yes, my friend comes to visit me tomorrow. My friend comes to visit me tomorrow. Look here, the verb is here, comes, and this is the present verb. but we are talking about the friend who is coming tomorrow or in future time. Okay, are you clear? All right, then let's move to the another structure again. We have already talked about this going to structure. You have to use these structures more for planning or talking about our plans. Okay, you can use will or ism or verb ing, but it's very helpful if you use going to. You can say many things with going to or be going to. You know, the word or the verb be means am, are, is in present tense. You can say I am going to, we are going to, she is going to, and make so many plans. For example, I am going to teach you. For example, you are going to do a lot of English, you are going to a lot of English homeworks. You are going to learn, to speak. And is, she is going to draw a picture. So this is talking about future or your plan or your intention you want to do. Okay, let's see what we do with this structure. We express our plan. You understand plan? Okay, yes. Plan is the thing, something that we want to, or we are going to do, or we are planning, or we are thinking to do in future or coming days. Okay? All right, students. Now let me show you more examples with this structure. Here, let me show you. He is going to play a game. She is not going to play with us. When are you going to learn singing? You can also ask question for someone's plan by using going to or be going to. Another one is, we are going to meet on Sunday. We are going to meet on Sunday means coming Sunday. Another one is, I'm going to be an actor when I grow up. Okay, this is your aim. When you want when you want to be something or somebody, you can also use going to be. Who is going to help you? You can ask if someone is going or someone is planning to help someone. Who is going to help you? What are you going to do in winter vacation? Again, if you want to ask someone for the plan in future, you can say, what are you going to do? What are you going to plan? What are you going to play? What are you going to sing? A lot of sentences you can make. Can you make more sentences like this? Yes, definitely you can now. Please, after this lesson, write on your copy and speak them. Okay? Let's move to the next structure. That's we already said in our previous slide. Will plus verb infinitive or verb 1. We also understand it as verb 1, right? Do you understand what is verb 1? Verb 1 or verb infinitive is the first form of verb like go, eat, do, sing, write, see, watch, and so on. These are the first form of verb, okay, which are not changed according to other tenses. Okay, let's see what are the sentences with these structures. It can also tell plans or make decisions. For example, you can say, I will help, or you can say, I will do a lot of work tomorrow. That's your plan. If you make decision, I will give 100 rupees to my friends. I will give 100 rupees to my friend. Then that's your decision that you are going to give money to your friend. That's your decision. So will can make decision and plan, right, students? This is what we are going to practice here. Okay, let's see the conversation here, how we can converse or we have conversation with our friends with will and Bob. Okay, what are you going to be in future? The answer will be, I'll be a famous player in future. Look here, I will be a famous player in future. That's the plan. And what are you going to play? I will play rugby Who is going to play with you? My sister will play with me. Okay, a lot of future planning and future conversation. Do you see this, students? All right, students, please practice this with your friends. Okay, you can say, what are you going to do? What are you planning to do? Or what are you doing? And you can answer, I will or I am going to. Okay, students? I will play, I will sing, I will be, and you can express your future plans or your future decisions. All right, dear students, now we are going to see another structure, that is present continuous or be plus or be and verb ing. Do you know what is be? I said already that be means is, am, are. The verbs like is, am, are known as be verbs, and plus verb ing means ing form of verb like doing, eating, drinking, watching, writing, and so on. With this structure, we can talk about our future plans. Do you remember that? We shared earlier what we shared. Can you think about such sentences that talks about future activity with present continuous form? Yes. I'm doing my homework tomorrow, not today. So it means that you are talking about future plans. All right, students, let me show you the structure here. Present continuous means happening something in near future. For example, this boy is saying, what are you doing today? This is not happening yet, and he is asking someone about the activity that someone is going to do in that day. On that day, let's see another boy, how he says, I'm not playing today. He's saying, I'm not playing today. Sometimes you may not have plan, and you can say in the same structure that you are not going to play or you are not playing, or you can also say, I will not play today. Okay, these are all the similar sentences or structures for talking about future plans. Another one, another boy, what is he saying? Can you read this one? Oh yes, he's saying, I'm meeting some friends after school. He has a plan to meet his friends after school. When school finishes, he's going to visit his friends. This is how we can use present continuous tense or be plus verb ing for talking about future plans or activity. Can you talk like this? Okay, you can once again say, what are you going to do today? Or what are you doing today? I'm not playing today. I'm meeting some friends after school. Okay, that's great. Now let's see another people talking like that. Can you imagine what are they talking about? Yes, they are also talking about some future activity. Let's see, what is he talking? He is talking in present continuous tense and talking about future plans, asking about future plans of his friends. Can you read this? Yes, he's saying, oh, where are you going today? He's asking his friend, where are you going today? And what might be the answer? Do you know, students? Can you guess? What is the structure he might use? He can say that, I'm going to brother's house. Now let's make more sentences like this using the different time adverbs and nouns here. You can say, where are you going today? Where are you going tomorrow? Where are you going this weekend? Where are you going on Monday? Where are you going next week? Where are you going next month? Can you make such more sentences with this time words? All right, you can make or you can note on your copy, okay? Now let's see another part of the sentence. Here you can say, instead of brothers, you can also say sister's house today. I'm going to sister's house today. Can you say it aloud? Yes, I'm going to sister's house today. I'm going to dad's house today. I'm going to uncle's house today. I'm going to mom's house today. Okay, yes, these are the ways of telling what you are doing in future. Okay, students, can you use them for speaking? Yes, if you use these structures, you will be able to share your plans and you will be good at speaking in English. Okay, practice these. Now let's see again how you can ask someone for a future plan. This girl, like you, is saying, do you want to come to my house tomorrow? And he might say, another friend might say, oh, I'd love to, but I'm doing my vacation homework tomorrow. He's actually saying, I will not come to your house, right? So he's doing his homework, vacation homework. Okay, this is how you can reply. You can ask, once again, in a different way, like, do you want to come to my house tomorrow? This is another way of asking about someone's activity or plans for tomorrow or next day. And you can answer like this. You can say no like this, like I'd love to. This is saying no. I'd like to means he wanted to, but he's busy in doing homework. Okay, students, now let's see again how we can ask for someone's plans. These are more examples about the same structure we are practicing. So let's see how we can make questions for someone's plans. Can you now imagine, now remember what we have practiced till now, and can you ask someone for plans? Let's say this, a cat. What is he doing? He's sleeping, right? And there are another two here characters are talking. And do you remember any sentence for them? So weekend plans. What is he doing? He's sleeping. So you can ask, what are you doing this weekend? Let's see what are the examples, such examples here. Okay, what are you doing this weekend? You can ask like this. And you can say, I'm simply sleeping like this, right? Okay. Another one is, what are you going to do this weekend? Another way. First one was, what are you doing this weekend? Another one is, what are you going to do this weekend? And another way is, what are you planning to do tomorrow? Another way you can ask is, what will you do tomorrow? What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you joining our party on Monday? Will you join us in the picnic? Okay, these are the ways you can ask, for someone's plan. Okay, now you can use them, any of them, for understanding or finding out others' plans. Okay, students, is it helpful for you? I think it's definitely helpful for you. You can use them, note them, and ask your friend, what are they going to do tomorrow? Okay? All right, now let's say how to reply. Let's see how you can reply if someone asks you about your plan for tomorrow or the next week or next month. Let's see, we can say, I'm going to sleep whole day. You can sometimes plan to sleep as well, right? Okay, yes. I'm going to visit my friend Tom. You can even visit your friend. I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to a park. You want to enjoy, you want to be refreshed by visiting the nearby park or fun parks, right? Or zoo. You can say that. I'm going to learn to draw pictures. You can practice drawing pictures in your coming days. Another one is, I'm going to help my mom. Sometimes you help your mothers and your sisters, right? Another one, I'm cleaning my room tomorrow. That's another plan for cleaning your room. I'll be washing my clothes. I will watch TV. I will fly kites. These are the replying sentences for someone asking about the plan. Let's see, asking for joining the plan. If you want someone to join you, you can say like this. Will you come with me? I'm going to the park, or I'm going to the zoo. Will you join with me? Okay, this is how you ask someone to join you or to go with you. Okay, look at here. This funny cat is saying, "You can't you see I'm busy?" Okay, he's just sitting and saying busy, right? Isn't this funny? Yes. Okay, now we are going to see how we can ask. I'm going to the cinema. Will you join or will you come with me? I'm going to the picnic. Will you come with me? I'm going to the zoo. Will you come with me? I'm going to the fun park. Will you come with me? Likewise, you can ask someone to join you. Another here we have is the practice. This is the lesson, practice that is given in your book. Can you see conversation practice in your book? Yes. Under look, listen and say on page number 47 of your grade 4 English book, you can see conversation practice like this. Anissa is saying, I'm going to a wedding party. Will you come with me? And what is the reply? Yes, please. You can say if you want to. Yes, please. Another is saying, I'm going to the cinema. Will you come with me? Okay, this is another request for someone to join. And Anissa is planning to go to cinema, and you can say, she can ask you to join her, like, will you come with me? No, thank you. You can say no, thank you when you don't want to. If you want to, then you have to say yes, please. When you don't want to, you say no, thank you. Okay? Now we are going to practice similar conversation. Let's look here, another one. Okay, Anissa is saying, I'm going to the butcher's. Do you know butchers? Look at the picture. Butcher is a person who sells meat, right? And Anissa is going to the butcher, and she says, will you come with me? Anissa says, yes, please. Okay, now let's have similar conversations. Here, go to the zoo. Example is given. Go to the zoo. If someone wants to go to the zoo, what is he saying? What can he say? He can say, I am going to the zoo. Will you come with me? Yes, please. Another person can say, yes, please. Can you read this, students? Yes. I am going to the zoo. Will you come with me? B says, yes, please. Okay. Now you can have similar conversation with the examples or with the task like this. For going to the cinema, for going to the dentist, for going to the library, for going to the grocers, for going to the Rodiger. Can you make such similar conversation and have practice? Like you're going to the zoo is given here. I'm going to the zoo. Will you come with me? Yes, please. You can say in the similar way for cinema, going to the cinema like this. Go to the zoo. Instead of go to the zoo, we have going to the cinema. I'm going to the cinema. Will you come with me? You have to replace the place, and you can make your conversation according to the given task. Similarly, we have other given tasks here. You can make going to the zoo like this. Going to the dentist. I'm going to the dentist. Will you come with me? Yes, please. Okay, another one. Going to the library. For going to the library, you can say, I'm going to the library. Will you come with me? Yes, please. What you have to do is that you have to replace the given example word, zoo, with the given word or given noun like library, and make the sentence or make the conversation. Can you do this, students? Yes, it's very easy, right? You can replace and make conversation like this. Okay, we have the other more exercises. Yes, for going to the grocers, you can make like this. Okay, go to the grocers. I'm going to the grocers. Will you come with me? Yes, please. You can make like this and have conversation. Another one, go to the grocer's, is already done. Now we have last one, Rodiger. For Rodiger, how to make? Now can you try yourself? I'll give you few seconds. Go to the Rodiger. Instead of go to the zoo, you have to make go to the Rodiger, and for A, you are saying, I'm going to the Rodiger. Yes. And will you come with me? Yes, please. Or you can say, no, please. Another one we have is, yes, this is the last exercise that is given in your book. You can have similar conversation. Okay, students? Now we have this story in your book, and that is about a clever little girl and an ogre. This is in our next lesson, and this lesson also has the similar, expression about plans or future activity. Like, look at here. She went to the town and saw a little girl, and Mrs. Ogre, come to my house. I'll give you sweets and dolls. Will you come with me? Look at here. Will you come with me? An ogre is a monster, okay, who eats children. Okay, and this is a story. And in the story, ogre calls the a little girl to come to her so that she can eat. But the little girl says, no, I'll not come to your house. I do not want your sweets or dolls. I'll call my father. Okay, this is how in our next story we are going to use will or planning or future tense for expressing our plans. Okay, this is the end of the our whole lesson today. We have learned to use today going to eat or I'm going to swim in a river. These are the structures. I'm going to the library, and we have used will you, like will you come with me? We have used what will you, for example, what will you do tomorrow? We have used going to be, like I'm going to be a singer, and we have used be doing tomorrow, like I'm coming here tomorrow, and will do tomorrow, like she will sing tomorrow. Okay, this is the end of our today's lesson. Thank you, all of you, for your patience to watch this video. I hope you have learned from this video. Please try speaking as much as you can so that you can be fluent and you can speak in English. Thank you, students. See you.